Former President Trump headed to the Motor City tomorrow to hold a roundtable discussion at a prominent Detroit church.
Can we look at the church? But he goes to this black church in Detroit, and his campaign does not take any steps to avoid the pews being completely filled with white people.
How do we expect?
Welcome back to what could be the Conspiracy Corner. Today, scandals are unwrapped faster than a toddler unwraps candy. It's a dig right into the Trump scam in Atlanta saga, and boy, they say truth is stranger than fiction, but this scandal is so wild, it's like finding out Bigfoot moonlights as a barista in Seattle. We're about to uncover more twists than a pretzel in a tornado.
These lights are so bright in my eyes that I can't see too many people out there, but I can only see the black ones. I can't see any white ones, you see?
On a memorable Saturday, 15th of June 2024, Donald Trump took center stage at 180 Church, a historic black church near downtown Detroit. Amidst a sea of Black Americans for Trump signs, Trump boldly declared he'd return someday for a sermon, claiming his presidency had rivaled even Abraham Lincoln's in its benefits to the black community.
How do we expect, beloved, to beat a xenophobic, white nationalist, white supremacist, documented bigot, celebrated insurrectionist, 4 times indicted, twice impeached, recognized sexual assaulter, convicted fraud perpetrator?
Stop! He's already dead.
However, the event's optics raised more eyebrows than an octopus with an eyebrow pencil. Critics noted the audience appeared wider than a Yeti at a snowball fight, despite Detroit's vibrant black population. It led to accusations that Trump had filled the pews with more Caucasians than a Mayo convention to create a false sense of diversity.
Our people, we've got to be what? Together.
We all witnessed last week, in an effort to try and bolster his support with black voters, Trump staged an event at a black church in Detroit. With a closer peek at the crowd undoubtedly brought in for such an event, it looked more like a crowd found at the National Cornhole Championships than a black church.
Christopher Webb, a lifelong Democrat, sarcastically quipped on X, "Trump's winning the black vote for sure by packing a black church with more white folks than a marshmallow festival." Detroit reporter Russ McNamara, who snapped shots aplenty from the event, claimed the black to white ratio was a toss-up at best, like trying to guess the weather with a magic 8-ball. According to his calculations, of the 8 black Trump enthusiasts he grilled, only 1 hailed from Detroit and none were regular churchgoers. It was a statistical rarity akin to finding a unicorn in a petting zoo.
That is the reaction to Donald Trump at what nearly every major media outlet reported was his visit to a black church in Detroit, Michigan, one of the 10 blackest cities in America, with a population that's about 78% African American and a poverty rate topping 33%. In other words, it would be hard not to fill a Detroit church with black people.
During his spiel, Trump focused on immigration, stirring both applause and eye roll. While some praised his attention to black issues, others likened it to serving caviar at a barbecue. Fancy, but missing the mark.
So now I want you to look with your eyes. Just look with your eyes again at this crowd. Is what you're seeing here what you would write in a headline is a black church?
Adding to the drama, Trump name-dropped luminaries like Ben Carson and even Steve Bannon, whose mention drew cheers louder than a rock concert on a roller coaster. One astute observer remarked, "If you asked 10 black folks who Steve Bannon is, 9 would probably think he's a new brand of sneakers." The event set social media ablaze, with many questioning if it still qualifies as a black church event when the audience looks more vanilla than a pastry chef's nightmare. Critics suggested it was less outreach and more like trying to sell sunscreen at the North Pole. Despite the uproar, both campaigns are expected to keep chasing the elusive black vote, though Trump's Detroit escapade seemed more like a comedy roast than a serious political rally.
Can I have 30 milkshakes? And also also some chicken, and we're going to take care of the customers.
Trump ordered 30 milkshakes and some chicken.
A viral video featuring a Trump supporter passionately embracing the Republican nominee at a Chick-fil-A in Atlanta turned out to be as genuine as a pop-up ad for free vacation. According to the social media detectives at Midas Touch, the supporter wasn't just a fan, but a finely tuned Republican operative.
So, an unforgettable moment on the campaign trail for one voter who got a big hug from Trump at an Atlanta Chick-fil-A while he met with supporters. Watch.
Trump's campaign playbook reads like a Hollywood script. Every handshake, every burger bite, meticulously staged. From the choreographed fast food pit stops to the perfectly timed arrivals with a squad of law enforcement, it's all part of the show. Same outfit, same speech, backstage rituals like a one-man Broadway revival. They even cast extras like Blacks for Trump t-shirt wearers strategically behind him, giving off a vibe of spontaneous diversity.
I don't care what the media tells you, Mr. Trump. We support you.
We love you.
Okay, 4 p.m. We've been 4 p.m.
Come here, let me give you a hug.
Please Thank you! Tell my mama I made it!
Remember that fake union rally in Michigan? Non-union folks posing with union workers for Trump signs? Classic. Fast forward to Atlanta, where Trump's visit wasn't just about hobnobbing with billionaires, it was a PR blitzkrieg. A quick Chick-fil-A detour spun into a 3-day media extravaganza, making it seem like Atlanta's black working-class community had spontaneously mobilized. Photos splashed across screens, hearts fluttered on social media, but guess what? Another op, another staged spectacle.
Can I have 30 milkshakes and also some chicken, and we're going to take care of the customers.
Trump ordered 30 milkshakes and some chicken.
Enter Michaela Montgomery, not your average Chick-fil-A enthusiast, but a seasoned GOP insider with a resume longer than a CVS receipt. Political consultant? Check. Director of Outreach and Engagement? Checkmate. She's been deep in MAGA territory for years, waving the Blexit banner alongside Candace Owens and crew. Sure, Montgomery's entitled to her politics, paycheck, and even her love for fast food photo ops. But let's not confuse orchestrated PR with grassroots enthusiasm.
Was talking with the workers, and it was such an organic moment because you had all these people that obviously knew that the president was there, but were Trump supporters as well, minority.
Fox News tried to milk her viral hug as proof of Trump's broad appeal among black voters, until Midas Touch pulled back the curtain. So next time you see Trump at a Chick-fil-A, remember, it's not just a lunch break. It's a carefully scripted episode of The Apprentice Campaign Edition. And as for Montgomery, she's not just another face in the crowd. She's the GOP's secret weapon wrapped in a Blacks for Trump tee, serving up political theater hotter than a fresh batch of waffle fries.
Michaela Montgomery is actually a longtime Republican activist and former Georgia GOP staffer. And not only that, but Montgomery is also a proud card-carrying member of the Blexit Brigade and has been a city director with them since 2022. You might remember the Blexit group.
That's not all the former president has done.
So, an unforgettable moment on the campaign trail for one voter who got a big hug from Trump at an Atlanta Chick-fil-A while he met with supporters. Watch.
I don't care what the media tells you, Mr. Trump. We support you.
We love you.
Okay, 4 p.m. We've been 4 p.m.
Come here, let me give you a hug.
Please
At a recent Wisconsin rally, Donald Trump brought Shauna Gray, Milwaukee's self-proclaimed vegan restaurant guru, on stage, claiming she was thriving 3.5 years ago better than ever. Turns out, her restaurant popped up 10 months after Trump exited the White House, like a surprise dessert after you've sworn off sugar.
Welcome to What Was That? I'm Gabe Sanchez. MAGA Republicans and right-wing media are working overtime to prove that Donald Trump is not a threat to democracy.
Trump, in his vegan, tongue-twisting glory, insisted graze eatery flourished under his reign, despite it being as fresh as a vegan's first tofu scramble. He painted a grim picture under Biden, saying Gray complained about food prices like a chef facing a bill for truffle oil.
He's a man of the people and he's not a racist. And their only evidence is that he went to a Chick-fil-A in Atlanta, Georgia and hugged a black woman. But here's the thing, the whole thing was staged.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
Gray, not skipping a beat, nodded along, agreeing with Trump's plea to bring back the good old days. Maybe her restaurant's journey is like a roller coaster, a bit shaky at first, but hoping for a smooth ride back to Trumpville, where the vegan steaks are as imaginary as Trump's pronunciation skills.
Can I have 30 milkshakes? And also some chicken, and we're gonna take care of the customers.
Trump ordered 30 milkshakes and some chicken, which is a strange order, but I guess it's better than that one time he struggled to order a Blizzard at Dairy Queen.
Everybody wants a Blizzard. What the hell is a Blizzard?
With everything that has happened, you'd think you've seen the worst. The next one will surprise you even more.
Now all new at 6, the owner of Rocky's Barbershop in Atlanta says he feels he was misled by a campaign event for former President Trump the day before the debate. Rocky Jones tells our Karis Belger he thought his Buckhead shop was just hosting a forum for black businesses, but he says he never expected to fade into the realm of politics.
In the latest episode of Barbershop Blues, the Trump edition, Donald Trump's campaign pulled a classic bait and switch that left Rocky Jones, owner of Atlanta's Rocky's Barbershop, feeling more betrayed than a banana in a smoothie.
To me, cutting hair is like an art.
And smooth waves are not the only thing Rocky Jones wants his shop to be known for.
We try to specialize in just giving good service to the community. As you can see, I've been here since 17 years and it's been good.
Which is why he jumped at the chance to help other black business owners get ahead.
Initially pitched as a cozy black small business roundtable, the event quickly morphed into a full-blown Trump rally faster than you can say fade with a side of political drama. Rocky, who was out of the country at the time, returned to find his shop turned into a political battleground, courtesy of a friend who clearly skipped Ethics 101. Apparently, the only thing that got trimmed that day was Rocky's patience, as he lamented being hoodwinked faster than a toddler with a candy jar.
Started with a text, then it went to a call, because I was actually out the country, and just me agreeing to do a black small business, roundtable. I thought it was like something real private.
It was anything but. Rocky, along with black business owners from across Metro Atlanta.
To add insult to injury, during the event, Trump himself phoned in, metaphorically cutting off Rocky mid-sentence like a rogue barber with a shaky hand. Trump's crew, including the ever-loyal Byron Donalds and company, commandeered the mic and turned the whole affair into a Trump-themed barbershop quartet, serenading the audience with political pitches instead of fade tips. As Rocky tried to steer the conversation back to business, the Trump train kept chugging along, ignoring his attempts like a teenager ignoring their chores.
Crammed into his shop, along with Trump surrogates like Ben Carson. But it wasn't all shop talk.
Thinking about black business in Atlanta, small black businesses in Atlanta. And I'm like, okay, so when are we going to start talking about this?
He says a call from former President Trump during the event cut deep.
Predictably, the community wasn't thrilled, and Rocky found himself fielding more upset calls than a tech support hotline during a blackout. In a classic cover your tracks move, the Trump campaign, instead of apologizing or admitting they made a mess of Rocky's shop, doubled down faster than a gambler on payday. They whipped out a $4,800 contract like a magician pulling a rabbit from a hat, claiming it was all legit. Rocky, meanwhile, stuck to his guns like a stubborn cowlick, insisting the event was as misleading as a fake Rolex. Now, the Trump campaign's war room is in full swing, hurling accusations like a dodgeball tournament gone rogue. It's a PR disaster that's less make America great again and more make Rocky's day worse again.
Why is the ex-president calling somebody in my barbershop? This has nothing to do with small black businesses.
And he was left with a lot more than razor burn.
We had some calls. Thursday, we definitely got some calls, some backlash, some angry people that don't know me.
This debacle serves as a cautionary tale. Beware of political wolves in barber's clothing, and always read the fine print before letting anyone near your clippers, metaphorically speaking.
And I have to deal with that. I have no involvement in politics. We don't even talk politics in my barbershop. It's all sports. Commend everybody to vote, but that's your business. You know, I don't tell you what to do.
The number of customers, he says, has trimmed down, but he hopes the shock will fade and he can keep helping his community.
Rocky's barber shop in Atlanta went from fades to politics real quick, all thanks to a friend who mixed up round table with rally. From surprise phone calls to political haircuts, it's the kind of drama you'd expect in a reality show, not a barber shop. Stay tuned for more twists and turns in the recently movie-worthy world of American politics as the elections approach. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more of our content. Hit the bell so you never miss a twist in the office. We'll be back, surely.